Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Welcome back to obviously a very exciting episode of CSGO News. If you guys have been here since a few hours ago, we have the brand new CSGO update, which has now brought us the new MP5 SD. It's going to be an alternative version to the MP7 in the game, and it will go through beta testing. So to give you guys, of course, first of all, the video that the devs did post on their Twitter, which was the leak for this. I guess you could say the leak or the preview for this, which was, I guess you could say, stunning to say the least. Everyone here is sitting to wait for FACEIT stickers. We did not get stickers this time, but I'm pretty sure, guys, in the next few days we should have stickers, if not at the very latest by next update, which will be, of course, 4 to 5 days from now. But still, we can expect FACEIT stickers soon. But this was a much better drop. The entire community, I'm sure, still right now is shocked by this. This will be, I guess you could say, borderline meta changing. Of course, it will go through beta testing, and as of right now, from what we know, I'm not sure it's an official rule, but I highly doubt we'll see this for the next major. And if we do, I don't think I'd like that, because of course, even if it goes through beta testing, it can of course still be very OP or very underwhelming, and it could make a huge change for the major if we do input it in. As of right now, I do think the certain updates have to be in the game for a certain period of time if they're actually going to be eligible for the majors, but going forward, we'll actually see if that actually does happen, and I cannot wait. I was actually talking about this a long time ago. I showed you guys, back when Wicked Player leaked these first in-game notes, where at first it was actually the Ursus knife alongside the MP5S, which were in the game files, and then the Ursus knife, of course, came out a few weeks ago, a week and a half ago, and now, of course, the MP5S, which we did not expect until probably after the major release, not this soon at all. So congratulations, Valve is doing an amazing job, guys, and I cannot wait. The MP5S is certainly what I needed to get back into the game, and I cannot wait to actually see some great gameplay of it. Will it be OP? Will it be underpowered? We're going to find out sometime soon. I'm very happy. This is just what the game needed, and going forward, guys, I just pray. I'm really hoping right now. I've kind of talked myself into this dark place where, because we've had so many great updates, Panorama UI, and now, of course, the MP5S, I guess that's only 2 great updates, but for Valve, that's a heck of a streak. I'm really worried now what we've seen in the game files, thanks to Infernorce, because we could be seeing something other than stickers. I'm really curious at this point as to why it's taking so long. Now, first off, look back to PGL. I believe it was actually PGL. They waited until 2 weeks before the major to release the stickers, and we thought that was an actual usual performance. But last major, I'm pretty sure it was over 3 weeks outside the major we actually had those stickers. I believe it was 24 days. We are now right around 20 days until the major, so of course far less than last major, and I'm really worried as to why it's taking so long. Are they trying to implement, that being FACEIT or Valve, are they now trying to implement something else besides stickers as the new capsule? And that could be, of course, the latest rumor, and it was a rumor a long time ago as well, of the Rainbow Six Siege keychains, and I'm really worried about this. I've talked myself into this dark place, and I'm really praying that Valve does not revert all these great updates and all of a sudden have a terrible update and actually bring us, instead of course, that being signatures inside sticker capsules, it would be signatures on keychains for our guns. I guess we'll see what happens, but if it happens, you guys heard it here first or second, or not first or second, but that's what yeah. And also, really quick, a huge thanks to all of you guys who actually used my sign up for the WEHG tournaments going on in Canada and USA. These are actually online qualifiers, like I told you guys in the last episode. For Canada, it's $150,000 in prizes. For USA, it's $200,000 in prizes. So if you guys want to play CSGO with your teams, it's free to sign up, and my link will be down below. But also, if you guys have a Dota team, if you want to go solo for Hearthstone or StarCraft or other esports that will be there, those links will be down below in the description, guys. So as of right now, over 50 signups from last video. So thank you guys so much for the great response. But also, of course, in bigger news out there, I wanted to talk about this for quite some time, and I think I will in the future as well when we see bigger drops out there, like new cases, of course, the stickers that are coming, going to be coming into the game very soon, other skins as well. It seems that Valve is really cracking down on gambling sponsors of all sorts. Now, this is actually coming from news from the Dota 2 scene, but it seems that Valve is actually in talks with not only Dota 2 teams, of course, the international over there is going on right now, but apparently also CSGO teams and any teams out there affiliated with gambling sponsors of any kind. And that does mean even established betting websites like Betway could actually be involved and actually be asked to not sponsor teams anymore in the future. Now, again, there's really no, permanent sources out there, not multiple sources as well. It just seems that Valve is actually going around and talking to teams who are affiliated with gambling sponsors and saying they need to cut those ties. Now, again, the details of this are actually the finite details are what we need to find out, because of course there's many teams out there, Navi being one of them, other teams, I think HR might be involved as well. There are several teams involved in long-term contracts contracts with these companies, so we're not really sure how this will actually go into full effect. Of course, you guys are very well aware, we'll be talking about this in the future as well. Belgium, Netherlands, two governments already have actually banned in-game cases, loot crates, those kind of things, and they cannot open any capsules or cases inside CSGO already, so it does seem very likely for Dota 2 as well as CSGO, both of Valve's biggest games, going forward, they are now looking to target teams who are affiliated with gambling and betting. So this is big news as well. Hopefully we can have updates for you guys in the future, because this is definitely a big thing out there, especially for teams who rely on those big sponsors to actually pay their way, aka NIP and Betway seem to be a pretty big partnership, and how it's going to affect the more established partnerships like Betway, because Betway is pretty well established, of course, probably a very legit company out there, and I think they definitely are. Is it going to affect them? Are they going to be asked to step down as well? Hopefully more news coming in the future, but it does seem Valve is taking one huge step forward against gambling and betting. And also, I just wanted to announce this because I did announce how he did get banned. So Jason R is now officially back. I'm going to link his stream down below. I feel like if I'm going to cover him being banned, I need to cover him being finally unbanned. And here is his first clip back, guys, of him being unbanned and why exactly he was banned.
There's no reason. They banned me because I don't even know. It's crazy. It's crazy. They finally caught me. I showed my dick live on stream. They finally caught me, bro. They caught me.
And also for all you Cloud9 fans, if you guys were not worried enough for the major, you might want to worry even some more. Unfortunate news out there for Sticko. It does seem he was first hospitalized for a fever. They're not really sure what the issues were. Updates later today actually said he was doing better, but again, not exactly sure what he's there for. It does seem he's going to be there for at least a few more days, and that does mean for the boot camp for Cloud9 for the major, he'll be missing at least a part of it, if not all of it. So if you guys weren't worried already, kind of lower your standards even further. Cloud9 and their newest roster and one of their newest members cannot make the actual boot camp. Of course, he does still have plenty of time, but he's not going to be playing CSGO. He'll be playing mobile games on his phone to catch up and actually keep up with his CSGO skills. So some worrying news out there, but also for a non-major team, Heroic, they've actually announced Nasu as their future coach. There were several hints at this by Freiburg and the team, hinting at who their new player was going to be. It will be Nasu as their new coach, and I think generally speaking, you know, as a coach, any improvement to a team, I think a coach is always going to offer at least some improvement. It might not be a huge amount, but definitely in the next few months, if this Heroic roster stays together as they are, I cannot wait to see how they perform with Nasu in that roster. But also, on top of that, guys, there's some other smaller news out there, kind of rumor news out there. If you guys know the Japanese team known as Scars Absolute. Now, it was actually Scars Absolute with their former roster who had made a run at a smaller event back in the day. People were wondering if they were actually going to qualify for the major qualifier. They were the Japanese team who actually had a first-round upset. Now, I'm not really sure the team they beat at the Asian Minor, but actually a first-round upset which got them to the latter half of the minor, and they almost made the major qualifier, the first Japanese team to almost ever do so. And it does seem as of right now, a couple days ago, they replaced one-member Poem. They'll be playing without him, but the reasons were not actually specified as to why he actually left the team or why he's on their bench. And all of a sudden, he changed his team profile picture to the picture of a Space Soldiers logo, and he also changed his name to SS. So we're not sure if this is actually, of course, probably just a bait, probably a troll, but that would make sense. It does kind of align itself as to why he would leave that Scars Absolute roster if he was going to play for Space Soldiers. And that being said, with of course the new Face It minor rule, he could play for that Space Soldiers roster. And again, you guys also have to remember, it was actually about a month and a half ago or around that time, it was the Space Soldiers organization reportedly who wanted to actually bench Engine on that roster. So it could be maybe him replacing him. Again, no affirmation of this, no confirmation of this right now, but it does seem this could lead to something. If it's not a troll, it could be a brand new Space Soldiers member right in time for the major, which probably isn't a good thing. And also, very last thing in CSGO news, we do have the possible return reported by Decay. He's been doing a great job so far. I'm not really going to get involved with the latest Thorin stuff. I'm sure you guys have probably heard about that. There have been a lot of journalists going after him in the scene. I think Decay's response to the whole situation, which again, I'm not going to get myself involved in. I think Decay's response, hopefully I'll show you guys on screen, to the entire situation really summed it up very well. Don't get offended by tweets, guys. I know a lot of people out there get offended by Thorin, but in this case, I really necessarily don't think it's huge of a deal, and I'm not going to get involved in that. But also on top of that, Decay did report apparently it's going to be Pimp getting back into competitive CSGO, which I could not be more proud of, more excited for as well. If you guys remember Pimp's story, his background story, he used to sell hot dogs at an arena or inside events, or I'm not really sure what the exact or the detail was, but he used to sell hot dogs for a living, and then of course he found his way to Heroic for a short period of time. He was actually a part of the former SK Gaming roster back when it was a Danish roster before they got ruthlessly get kicked from the organization. Then he went to Heroic for a short amount of time. I think he went to Optic for a short amount of time, but even most recently, he was actually picked up by Dignitas as a part of their stream team. So according to Decay, guys, he could be joining a brand new team out there sometime very soon, which I thought was actually going to be Heroic when Freiburg started tweeting out those things. As of right now, we don't know where he's going to go, but apparently Pimp will be back, and I couldn't be more proud of the guy. Apparently, he got that streaming job. He was very happy about that. He went from selling hot dogs to being a part-time player to being a part-time streamer, but now he has the itch, he has the urge, and he also was on the analyst desk for a while as well, so it seems he will be signed with a team sometime soon. Who that team will be, still a question mark in the air. But as always, I hope you guys all enjoy this episode of CSGO News. I cannot wait for the future of CSGO. Valve, whoever you are who are releasing these updates as of right now, Panorama UI, as well as the MP5S and stickers coming, I guess we could say sometime shortly, thank you. You're doing a great job. All we need now is an operation or just a good major to come through, and this game is on the rebound. Congratulations, Valve. You are doing an amazing job, and I cannot wait to come back to the game and actually, maybe learn the MP5S and see how good it really is. I hope you guys all enjoyed. My name is Jake. Remember, I like you. I will see you all in a couple days, and goodbye.